All right, doing another analysis here for Vince. Champ 2, 2v2 with his teammate Suicide. They're in comms, playing against another team of two. See how they do. Fellow Fennec user with, what is this, a Ghost Gaming decal? Decent, decent. Fennec, OP Master Race. Beautiful, beautiful here, right? In 2v2, you have the option, honestly, whether you cheat or go for boost in 2v2, especially if you're in comms with your teammate, is completely up to you guys. What I really like here is that when you grab this corner boost, you turn defensively. Really underrated tip, because a lot of people will turn up field after grabbing this boost, and then if a dead ball kickoff happens and they're cheating up, you can't get back in time to save it because you're turning up field. And that extra little half a second further upfield that you have offensively by turning this way isn't worth the potential of conceding a kickoff goal. So after you grab that corner boost, I like that you're turning defensively here in case you need to save a kickoff goal. So well done there. Just pointing that out for people who don't know that tip. What app do I use for the marker? Epic Pen. Epic Pen. All right, in a bit of an awkward spot here. Don't put yourself, are you grabbing boost? Is this a replay bug? That boost is up, so that's why you're putting yourself in this position, but putting yourself in this completely awkward position is not worth it for going for this boost. Because you're last man, you need to make sure you're able to play this well. So going and putting yourself under the ball in this position to grab that boost isn't worth it in this play. Instead, stay with your 30 boosts. You might even have had an opportunity to grab one or two more pads, but stay out this way so that you're giving yourself an easier read on the ball. Bad advice, boost over positioning, Zach Bruce. That with his own gameplay. Don't listen to chat, don't listen to chat. Yeah, you're putting yourself in a very awkward position in order to grab this boost. So instead, stick with your two pads, or stick with your 30 boost, maybe pick up one or two more pads, but stay on the outside of this ball so that you're not putting yourself underneath the ball and in such an awkward position to try to read this. If you did that, you'd be facing the ball right now, catching it, and then in a position to either flick geek, take a 50, play it over the wall, pass him, but now you're still defending, taking a 50-50 in front of your net. Could have been bad. Okay, going for a solo play here. That was an interesting amount of power you got on the setup touch, honestly. I'd like to see you go for a pass here. You guys are in comms. I think you should be communicating that you're going to pass the Suicide here, because look at this positioning. He's recovering from a play he just made, and he's kind of like a ninja back there right now, right? The defenders are not going to be expecting him back here, especially this guy. So if you actually take this and pass it to him because he's landing there upfield, he's up there, he might be able to catch this guy off guard and just shoot on net. That's hard to see, but he might just be able to catch this defender off guard and shoot that on net if you pass to him. So I would like to see you communicate that to Suicide. He stays up and tries to receive a pass here. Again, I don't advocate always passing in 2v2. It's not a great idea, but when there is a good opportunity to pass in 2v2, you should take it. And that was a good opportunity to pass in 2v2. The flip reset attempt, and you got the flip reset. Interesting. You're champ 2, bro. Look at you feeling yourself. All right, let me back up one more time. Teammate just grabbed the mid boost. Another really good play here would have been just to chip this ball off the sidewall. Because your teammate just grabbed mid boost, you know he's going to be midfield behind you. So if you just chip this off the wall, it's going to be a little difficult because it's so close to the wall. It's going to be hard to get it to not just roll up the wall. But I think in this position, it's possible. You can either try to wait for the bounce and then chip it, or you might just be able to drive straight into it at this point and try to chip it. But try to get this to go out middle right now, because your teammate's behind you, and passing off of the sidewall, it catches the defense off guard a lot of the time. I don't know, exactly why. People in Rocket League really just don't expect the sidewall passes a lot of the time. Now, obviously, you don't want to do that a lot of the time in front of your own net. That's like a lower level mistake where your teammate tries to get it clear. You know, we've all been there, especially at lower ranks. Your teammate tries to get like a defensive touch, but then just hits it off the sidewall back into midfield and you guys get scored on. That's not what I'm talking about. But in this position, you're on offense, you're up on their half. The sidewall pass could be really deadly here. Don't listen to Revan. Revan doesn't know what he's talking about. This is my analysis. Love you, Revan. Ooh, again, you guys are in comms. You told me you guys are in comms. This is another great passing opportunity. Look at, oh. Well, one, this is an open net. If you are confident in being able to shoot this, this is an open net. Nobody's back. If you get to this ball and just shoot it, it's an open net. At the very least, though, again, look at the positioning. Defenders are all over here, teammates over here. You've got time on the ball. Hit this up this way, and then you don't have to take that whole full court open net. Your teammate can come up, take a slightly easier open net shot. All right, so you guys are a team. You guys are queued up. You guys are in comms. You need to be seeing that teamwork a little bit. Passing when it's available and when it's a good idea. Passing when it's like Blake says, like I always mention, free, safe, clean. You don't want to pass if it's not free, safe, clean, because if it gets intercepted and two people are committed to a passing play, then nobody's back on defense. But yeah. That's hard cap, Zarcia. That's hard cap. Literally every play in those 3v3 games, when I'm on the side, I would go out for the outlet pass. I don't know what you're smoking. Chat, or YouTube, don't listen to chat. They're literally just trying to troll me. Oh god, literally just trolling. All right, here, now this is an opportunity where, yeah, I mean, you can go for the solo play here. You can go up the wall, try to make a play, go for your flip reset, go for your ceiling shot, which personally, lately I've been liking ceiling shots a lot more. I think if you have to choose between getting good at one mechanic, flip resets or ceiling shots, I would say go with ceiling shots. They've been a lot more deadly for me. I think they're just better overall. But you need to flip into this ball. Flip into this ball with like a nice controlled diagonal flip as it's coming across. Here, right, it's coming this way. Time your diagonal flip to carry your momentum and carry the ball up the wall, right? You need to get the ball to roll. That's the difficulty. Roll it up the wall and follow it up. But you don't have time, right? This guy's coming to challenge. You don't have time to approach this ball the way that you did. You need to make your setup faster here. So right here, you should be doing a little diagonal flip into the ball, chipping it up the wall, and you'd be set up for your play. Probably a flip reset in that position. Ooh, nice beat. Just get an open net goal. Noise, noise, noise. A little slow kickoff. Your actual scum. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just get tilted when people slow kick off me. Nothing wrong with it though, let's be honest. Nothing wrong with it. He's not kidding. Okay, let me see this again. Alright, so you get the kickoff here. Bam. Okay. Personally, I would have tried to catch this ball. A little bit hard to do. I would have tried to get onto the side of this ball as it's coming down to the ground and catch it right at that point. And then you can probably flick it out towards midfield across the net. Or who knows, you might be able to even score it yourself with a doomsy dish, and that's kind of boomer terminology in case you don't know what a doomsy dish means nowadays. It's when you're carrying the ball across the net and you jump off the back wall and shoot it in yourself. That's a doomsy dish in case you don't know that terminology. Boomer terminology there. And here I think your teammate went with you, which is unfortunate. Not much more to say about that play, honestly. Look at the recoveries. I like it. I like it. Ooh, good try. Close. I like that you're not challenging this because you are last man. You're going to be last man for a minute because your teammate's stuck in their net. So I like that you're not challenging this. But you need to get off the wall faster here. Because sticking on this wall like you are, you're giving this guy actually an opening to shoot this and score. Right here, instead of turning up the wall, just turn back for that midfield boost. Because if he hits that touch on target, that was a goal. That was scoreable. Fortunately, he doesn't score that, but that positioning for the shadow defense there on the wall as your last man, the ball is also on the wall, coming back towards you. Not a great idea. You need to get off the wall there and guard the net, because in that position you weren't guarding the net at all. Great back pass. Here, I would say go for the mid boost because your teammate has possession of this ball, and you would hope that your teammate's not doing something that's immediately going to give possession back to the opponents, right? You don't want to base your decision making. I mean, you obviously want to be ready to cover for a teammate's mistake, but this wasn't really one of those scenarios. Going all the way back here doesn't make sense because you just gave your teammate a completely free ball. He should be making a play, advancing the ball forward, beating the opponents. It's a lower chance that your teammate's going to immediately give this ball back to your opponents. So if you actually go for this mid boost, you can be closer up on offense to support your teammate versus being all the way back. If you're all the way back and your teammate manages to get a free ball in front of the net that you could have scored, you wouldn't be there because you're all the way back grabbing this corner instead of in the midfield where you could have been. Making fun of my Chicago accent. I do have a mean Chicago accent. All right. Yeah, right now you'd be on the ball if you went for that mid boost. Yes, your teammate ended up grabbing that mid boost, but it wasn't the optimal play there.
Blah 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 blah. Why is a 1200 doing a reading analysis?
Because I know what I'm talking about. That's why. Revin. I'm not 1200. Thank you. Alright, let's see this. Back it up a tiny bit. Nice demo. Chad is so troll. Okay. Stop with the sound alerts. I need to turn that off while I'm doing this. All right. Sound alerts off for now while I'm doing this. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that. Who is this, Vince? Sorry about that, Vince. You won't get trolled anymore. Oh! Pain. Nah, pain, dude. Pain. Yeah, this is a bit chasey by you, Vince. This is a bit chasey by you. Right, that's your touch, that's your play, and in this position, you're not really in a good spot to get a very good touch on this ball. You're facing back towards your end, and anytime the ball is moving back towards your half and you're trying to go up the wall back towards your half as well and get a touch, it's possible in some scenarios, but 99% of the time it's better to just not try and get that touch and just rotate back. But especially in this case, because your teammate, I mean, they're behind you in this play. They're waiting for their chance to go, and this is a perfect opportunity for them to go. They're behind you. They're coming from, you know, your actual side of the field. This is 100% your teammate's ball. So you got a little chasey here. Your teammate's behind you, backing you up. This ball gets past you. Let your teammate go for it here. Not a whole lot to say in that play. It's just down to, that was just a general rotational mistake there. Oh no. You hate to see it. You're throwing, bro. You're throwing. Does he score this? Oh no, he didn't score it. Oh, that should have been a goal for them. Okay, it still is a goal for them. How long am I streaming for? Maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. Okay. Kind of a poo-poo kickoff, for sure. Kind of a poo-poo kickoff. I need to go back on this entire play here. All right. So the kickoff is bad. This whole scenario is kind of stemming from a messed up kickoff. Landing way too close to the ball on your kickoff. You need to initiate this flip way sooner. Pretty much as soon as the kickoff starts, right? Right now, you should be doing a diagonal flip. By doing that, you'll land closer to the ball. Instead of making contact with the ball as soon as you finish your flip, you'll land closer in front of the ball, and then you can flip again into the ball. But by waiting to do your diagonal flip as long as you did, by the time you finish your flip, you're hitting the ball. No, he'll land further. No, he'll land, excuse me, still a little congested. No, he'll land closer. Because if he does his flip right away, he's not building all that momentum from boosting and driving forward. All right, so this all starts from a bad kickoff. And then, general rule of thumb, if you lose the kickoff back to your half like this, you don't want to go for the mid boost. Go for your back corner boost. In this play, it wasn't as egregious because you landed, your momentum was pretty close to this mid boost, and the play, you know, it's not as bad in this play. But in general, when you lose the kickoff, you want to go back for the corner boost immediately. Don't go out for the mid boost because your teammate's left in a 2v1. This is actually a tip I learned from playing with you, Zarcia. You used to tell me all the time when we would play 2v2, stop leaving me alone in the back. This is what I developed from that. This is that general rule I developed from that. When you lose the kickoff, go back immediately for the corner boost. Don't go for the mid boost because you're leaving your teammate longer in a 2v1 scenario. So by going immediately back for the corner boost, you'll be back faster to back up your teammate. So that's one mistake, is first the kickoff. Second mistake is going for the mid boost. Right? You'd be on the mid boost, you'd be on your corner boost right now had you gone for the corner boost initially. And if your teammate was getting pressured now and the ball got past him, you'd be in a better position to save it. And then you just got beat there. Not a whole lot to say about that part. This is just a misplay. This is a misplay by you, this flip here. A front flip. You would want to do a right diagonal flip here. By doing this front flip, you've taken yourself out of position to be able to go for this ball in any meaningful way. If you would have done a right diagonal flip, you'd be landing on the outside of the ball rather than where you are, and you'd actually be able to follow this ball up in some sort of way. Not a whole lot to say about that. Just kind of a experience thing, but very small thing. But a right diagonal flip there would have been better than the front flip or positioning in order to follow up on that ball. Don't go for that. Thank you. Thank you. You were kind of hanging around a little too close afterward. I'm glad you didn't go. That's your teammate's ball. but maybe pull off a little further so your teammate knows he can go for sure. You're not kind of making your teammate second guess on whether he should go for that or not. Open net. Tough though, because he is pressuring you. If you would have got up a little sooner, you could have scored this. No, I mean, I don't usually like to point out, you know, mechanical speed recovery sort of mistakes, because that's not helping you learn game sense and rotations, decision making, positioning, that sort of stuff. But hasn't been a whole lot I've needed to point out game sense wise. It's been a lot of mechanical mistakes, honestly. Ooh, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. I don't mind you going for the demo here, but you need to make sure you don't overcommit for it, because you're 0 boost and you're on their half. So if you, like you did, hit this post or fly into their net in any sort of way that you lose your momentum, right? If you hit this post and now you're stuck in their net, or you go too far into the net, and then in order to avoid hitting this post on your way out, you have to turn really sharply, you lose all your speed and momentum, you have 0 boost. So it's going to be really hard for you to get back quickly if a counterattack very quickly starts, right? You overcommit for the bump, overcommit for the demo, don't get it. For all you know, your teammate misses the shot or he makes a save, and then they're counterattacking and nobody's back on defense because you overcommitted for the demo with no boost. So make sure when you're on your opponent's half, going for a bump, going for a demo, and you have no boost, you do not overcommit for it, because it could spell really bad news. Not the first touch you wanted, obviously. Not trying to set this up to your left, probably trying to lead yourself forward. But after the fact, don't panic too hard here. There was no reason you had to jump yet. You don't see eggs on your screen, and if you wait, you just keep driving towards this. At any moment, you can still beat eggs to this ball at any point in time if he decides to go for that. So if you actually just stay on the ground there, you could potentially still catch this ball without getting challenged and then flick the first attacker. You know, you're giving yourself more options. Or if you really want to go for this ball and you really want to make a touch, at the very least, push it towards that mid boost over there so you guys can set up a play, right? Roll it over to that mid boost, make a play. Or, you know, you're giving yourself, again, more options. You can move it all the way to that mid boost at some point in time. You could cut back around the ball. Just giving yourself more options rather than just panicking and going up and giving away possession of the ball here. You had no reason you had to go up for that at this point in time and hit the ball away from yourself. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ends up being a goal too. Ooh. Ah. End of the game. Not much you can do, unfortunately. Question mark? Question? Okay. This has got to be it. All right. Good try on the 0-second plays there. All right, Vince. Not a terrible game. Go back and watch the video again to find out, you know, what your big takeaways are from this game. Doing these replays, I usually can't remember what the big takeaways were, especially if it wasn't some really big overarching mistake that I kept having to bring up. So I think, you know, I remember you went for some balls you probably shouldn't have. That's really all I remember, honestly. Go back, check out again, implement what I'm telling you, and I'd love to see you again in a future analysis, man. Until then, good luck in your games, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you like the video for more content in the future. Peace. I almost just hit end stream because usually after I do an analysis, I'm done recording and I hit the record button to stop recording. I almost just hit end stream.